Let's turn our attention, though, now, while we wait for Adelson to begin again, to California, where a major hearing is going on. A parole hearing happening today for Erik Menendez. These are the brothers who were convicted of the murder of their parents, Kitty and Jose Menendez, back in 1989. And they're up for parole. Erik Menendez has a hearing today. His brother Lyle has a hearing tomorrow. And our own Court TV crime and justice correspondent Matt Johnson is on the ground live there in Los Angeles. Matt, good to see you. You are outside of the prison right now. What is the mood there, and what are you seeing in terms of the process for today?
This is probably one of the most anticipated parole hearings of recent time when we're talking about the now infamous killers, parent killers, Erik and Lyle Menendez. That, of course, taking place in their Beverly Hills mansion in 1989. It was two trials that played out right here on the original Court TV. Right now, I am standing in front of the infamous Donovan State Prison, which is in San Diego County, Otay Mesa. This is on the border, the U.S.-Mexico border, here in this area, where this is a medium to maximum level prison, where the brothers have been serving up till now what has been a life sentence without the possibility of parole. They've been serving at the same prison together. That changing recently back in May when they were resentenced with the possibility of parole. Well, what's happening right now behind the barbed wire and these fences here in Donovan State Prison, we know that Mark Garagos is allowed to sit with the brothers during this hearing that is being held virtual. Today, it's brother number one, who was younger during the crime. He was just 18. It was Erik Menendez. He is now 54 years old. Tomorrow will be his older brother Lyle, who is now 57 years old. They're going to have separate meetings. And what's taking place, let's show you brand new video into the Court TV newsroom. You can see drone video and the exteriors of the prison and the rows and rows of media, probably 2 city blocks in length of media from all across the country, providing information and covering this case. There is one representative, a newspaper reporter, who is inside the prison right now, watching this parole hearing as it unfolds. They will be providing us with details, including notes at the end of the day. And it's embargoed until then, but then we will be able to share it with you as to the result and the recommendation by this parole board. But after all of this, then it's on to the state parole board. If they are granted release, the state level, they can review it for 120 days, and then it's to the governor's desk, and he can veto their release at that point in time.
Well, Matt Johnson, those images, that is such a reminder of how high profile this case has been and continues to be. Let's talk about today and tomorrow, these two hearings. Who do we expect to actually speak in the hearing? We know, we've heard and seen visually and heard them give statements. This family of Kitty and Jose, they've been supporting the brothers.
Yeah, and that's what makes this case so unusual also, is that you have support from the survivors of the victims after this brutal, brutal murder that took place in Beverly Hills back in 1989. Mother and father, Jose and Kitty Menendez, murdered, butchered by their kids, Erik and Lyle at the time, with shotguns that they purchased here in San Diego County. Well, in California, of course, during these parole hearings, family members, the victims, are able to address the court or the parole board, and that's what we're expecting today. And we're expecting this family to show support like we have seen time and time again on the courthouse steps in Los Angeles and also Van Nuys during that sentencing hearing. Let's take a listen to what they've said.
They've apologized to us repeatedly over the years and have exemplified growth and healing. They've lived with accountability every day, all while knowing that if they'd have all of that, while never knowing they'd ever have a chance at release.
I really hope that this sets the precedent for other LWOP inmates who have shown transformation and change.
And just yesterday, those family members doubling down, releasing this statement to Court TV and other outlets. This is a synopsis of what they plan to share to the parole board behind these gates here today. It says in part, for more than 35 years, they have shown sustained growth. They've taken full accountability. They've expressed sincere remorse to our family. Goes on to say, Judge Jessic said during resentencing that while Erik and Lyle have a stellar record, it was the letters of support from the individuals who had never spoken up for the incarcerated person before that impacted him the most. It concludes with, we see it, the correctional staff see it, now we hope the parole commissioners will see the same. Back out here live, we have, of course, been reporting on this from the beginning and how this has been a tumultuous, case in public eye. You had the former district attorney with LA County, Gascon, who was in favor of resentencing or release, and then current DA Nathan Hochman, once he took office, he has been opposed to it. We expect in those notes that we're going to get later today from that pool person that this DA is going to be viciously against them being released because he has made several statements, including recently saying that they are still a threat to society and the community of California.
Yeah, Matt, the family saying that they have taken accountability and they've shown remorse, but DA Hochman saying it has not been full accountability. Court TV crime and justice correspondent Matt Johnson, thank you for that live report. I know you're going to keep us updated once those details come out there in Los Angeles.